Hello guys, and welcome to episode 7 of my Total War Warhammer playthrough, playing as Chaos. And in the last episode we vassalized Scaling, which was the last of the Norse tribes really that needed to be dealt with. We still have Varg that needs to be dealt with, but if we look over here you'll see that Isling is on their doorstep, and that's kind of annoying because it might mean that Isling will destroy them. Actually, what I might be able to do, if I jump into diplomacy, is talk to Isling, change their war coordination target to Prague. Maybe they will turn away from that settlement, but I doubt it, honestly. The AI will probably just go in there and kill Varg, which would be really irritating, because that means I can't get them as a vassal. I might be able to like release them again if I went to war with, say, Saul again, but otherwise no. Right, in the meantime, I have sort of been thinking about what I want to do with Archeon. Now, in his skills, we've gone for Riders of the Apocalypse, which gives us extra charge bonus for cavalry units, and we've got Chaos Vanguard, of course, so that's basically telling us to go Chaos Knights and Chaos Warriors, and then Hellfire Cannons, right? Now, one thing we can do is go for... is it the Swords of Chaos, which gives Chaos Knights even more charge bonus, and then we can, once we've got enough population surplus, the next building we can make can be a palanquin of trophies. It also allows us to get the Chaos Knights with lances, which we need to advance the quest. So we'll probably go for the palanquin of trophies next. Obviously we do want to go for the Chaos War Shrine after finishing the Ruinous Altar, because that will also progress a quest. But Prince Sigvald here, he's probably going to go for the Dragon Ogre Gathering, so we can recruit Kolek as a new leader. But it looks like we might have Boris Todbringer causing us some issues. He's brought over a large army of Midland. But I think everything's done for this turn anyway. One thing as well is, I'm not sure why, but we're not getting much experience here. How much experience does it take? 609. No, I'm not seeing any like noticeable difference from Khan. So if we go into his character details, he's got Drill Master. Experience per turn is increased by an additional 15. So how much is the base amount of training? I'm actually going to go into the wiki just to look at this. Does it tell you like the base amount? It doesn't. Okay, well that's annoying. So yeah, I'm not sure what the base amount is. Ah, there we go. Grants 45 experience on the bottom left. So that grants an extra 15. So we're giving units 60 experience per turn when he's training in the army, which is actually not too bad, I guess. Although it's still like 10 turns to level up 1 unit rank. Kind of makes you realise how important unit ranks are. So what am I going to do then? The other thing actually I want to check is if when we recruit into this army, if Khan's ability Exemplar works. But yeah, I noticed this before while I was editing. Forces in local enemy region, that is. So I have to be in an enemy region in order to get the extra 3 unit rank on new recruits. So I think what I'm going to do is move my army maybe like towards Kislev and then recruit in their lands in order to get extra unit experience. In the meantime though, we do want to try and get back Varg, so we're going to head in that direction. Maybe Aisling will move away from it, but we'll see in the next turn, so let's move on. And Boris Todbringer is going to attack us. Now this is the chap who's like the enemy of the Beatsman. What unit do we want to give extra leadership to? I guess it doesn't really matter. Maybe just one of these high unit rank Chaos Marauders. But we're definitely going to fight this one on the battle map. The balance bar is way too close. So let's go ahead and do so. Here we are, guys, on the battlefield up against Boris Todbringer. Say hi to Sigvald. I haven't really showcased him before. This really nice shiny armour, and you can see the reflections in the armour. Look at that. Incredible detail there. Really, really cool. Anyway, let's line up our Chaos Marauders. Now, a lot of their units are ranged as far as I know, so what I'm going to do is move the Chaos Marauders into cover. We're going to keep the Marauder Horsemen and the Chaos Warhounds actually behind, so that I can move them round onto the flanks. Actually, the way I should probably do it is put them over here from the get-go. It means I don't have to move them like halfway through. Awesome, so they are hidden, they are hidden. I'm going to make them a new group as well. And then Sigvald needs to come over here with his Chaos Marauders. And he can be group 3. There we go. So we're just going to speed things up. I guess what I might do is sort of move to the edge of the forest so they can at least see like one guy. I don't know. And they know where to sort of walk towards. Because the last thing I need is for them to find my hidden units on this left side. Like if we take missile fire into that cavalry, it's going to be deadly. Right, actually, let me move these guys further over. So their Free Company militia are getting in range. What I'm actually going to do is maybe charge at them when they get to the bottom of their hill. I'm not sure. Okay, they're kind of clumping up, so yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to charge them down. I'm going to target the Flagellants with my Chaos Marauders. And that way, we should engage them in almost a line. You can see I'm spreading out the rest of them because we ran out of targets, but as soon as we're engaged, all of the crossbowmen should get left behind. And then we can charge into the back with our flanking forces. So these guys need to start making their way around the flank. There's a Free Company militia squad there, so I'm going to charge those down. Right, here goes. The engagement occurring. I'm going to throw a fireball into the Flagellant unit. Right, and considering there's so many missile forces, what I'm actually going to do is split off one unit to charge into the crossbowmen. And the other two there can go out wide. These guys need to come around the other side. So we'll engage those crossbowmen. We've got more coming in from the other side. And I'm going to get the Chaos Warhounds to engage the Free Company militia. So that's engaged all of their missile forces in the back line. So far, so good. Sigvald is doing a great job. All of our cavalry here has crushed the crossbowman unit, at least. I want the Chaos Warhounds to keep engaging the Free Company militia. Right, that crossbowman unit's completely dead. Right. And one thing that might happen is, like, some of my Chaos Marauders might run away. Oh, really nice fireball there. Good stuff. Right, we're going to charge down these Free Company militia. Okay, these lot can kill off that Free Company militia. And then after all the missile forces are gone, like these Chaos Warhounds are finished, we can bring them into the back of these melees. So we're going to charge into the spearmen, because the spearmen can rout, whereas the flagellants cannot. So we want to basically do morale damage more than physical damage. So there's Boris Todbringer. I'm actually going to get Sigvald to attack him directly. He's going to charge towards him. I'm going to kill Boris Todbringer. Oh wow, did a lot of damage to him, that's for sure. Right, let's charge in here with the Marauder Horseman. A lot of damage done. Gonna bring back all of these cavalry now. I might send one to run down those crossbowmen. We've got some Chaos Warhounds. I'm actually gonna run those into the back of the engagement with the Marauder Horseman. Is Boris Todbringer dead? No, not yet. I'm gonna fire a fireball in his face. See how he likes that. That did a lot of damage, actually. Right, I'm going to actually put those Chaos Marauders into that fight. They did try and run away, but they came back almost immediately. So the Vigellant's getting low. Boris Todbringer standing firm. I need Sigvald to just try and do as much damage to him as possible. He is beating him up, that's for sure. Doesn't know what to do. Sigvald just too good. He's running away. He's running. Is he gonna? Can we kill him with the fireball? That is the question. Definitely knocked him down. What cavalry you got here? Yeah, these two can run down Boris Todbringer. Sigvald has ordered his execution. And these Vigellants, there's a few of them left. Let's engage into the back of this engagement here. Still some Vigellants alive there, actually. They aren't going to rout, so... There we go, right. Boris Todbringer just getting run around. Okay, so these Flagellants are dead. To be fair, Boris Todbringer did a lot of damage with his army, but I don't think he was really ever going to win. You can actually have a look at how these guys fight. The Flagellants are these spiked maces. But Sigvald out of nowhere. Wow, doing a serious amount of damage.
Everything must die.
So just closing down on the last few, just going to speed it up. Get them crushed there. And job done. The enemy lord is wounded as well. A Pyrrhic victory. And that actually got us quite a bit of cash. Look at that. 4,956 loot. Got XP gained. And what I might do is finish off that army with Archaon. And unfortunately, Varg has been destroyed. That's annoying. Right, let's go ahead and attack there. Kind of tempted to move Sigvald away actually, so that he isn't used as reinforcements. That's just so that I can auto-resolve it without Sigvald losing half of his army. I guess we'll just take the extra cash. It's not a big, significant change. And Archon is leveled up. Right, so let's move on. We're going to go back again. 75%. Go into camp. Then what I'm going to do, instead of going for Chosen of the Gods, we are now going to head towards the Swords of Chaos, which is going to give us extra charge bonus on top of what we already have with Chaos Knights. And then as soon as we can, we're going to get Chaos Knights. In the meantime, though, we're going to get the Chaos War Shrine to get the minus 30% upkeep. Also unlocks Chosen for us to recruit, and extra Horde recruitment capacity, I believe. So that's all very useful. Sigvald. I'm going to move him forward slightly. Maybe not that much. And what I'm going to do is merge a couple of these units. The ones with less men. And then replace them. So that we replenish quicker. And we'll stay encamped. Okay, Tamar. He's getting closer to completing our mission for us. But that's all for this turn, so let's move on to the next one. And then what we're going to end up doing is just sort of force marching towards the Tower of Crack where the Varg died. And I think what I'm going to do, I've been thinking about it quite a lot, is take out the dwarves first. Because honestly, the armies, our Norse armies, do a great job in terms of holding back the Empire and these vampires as well, Musalon. But we completed this quest, the Slayer of Kings. So, new quest issued. The reward of the Chaos Gods take many bizarre forms. A champion might be blessed with great strength and fortitude, or his flesh may start to mutate, his limbs twisting into strange and deadly forms, or his soul blasted, reducing him to a mindless beast. Other gifts are broader in scope, affecting a Chaos Lord's qualities as a leader. The blood-slick trail that such a man carves upon the groaning face of the world creates a resonance with the ruinous powers, and, in exchange, followers are drawn to his banner. Blessings such as these are another measure of patronage, and as such, Archaon must excel in them, as in all else. So we've got to get the following technology: Unholy Communion. Aisling's moving towards Prague now. We already have Unholy Communion. Oh, well, that's good. That's useful. Right, now what we're going to do is just force march all the way to Kislev. And the reason I'm not really going to wait to replenish is because once we get into allied territory, we'll replenish anyway, so, and that'll be much quicker, rather than waiting around in a campsite for ages. Right, let's continue with Tamar and deploy him, and move on to the next turn. So, more turn skipping. Not ideal. Obviously, we all like lovely battles, but we did start with one, so that was okay. But we've definitely been having some serious battles, that's for sure. So that quest is successful, and now the next part. Again, the need to vanquish a rival weighs heavy on Archaon. The easy conquest that he has made in mortal lands are nothing compared to the true test that only a Lord of Chaos can provide. Once more he sends forth his emissary to search the wastes for one who is worthy of facing him blade to blade, and so another trial is enacted. So we've got to move any character to Bersenling's camp. Oh, can I use Tamar for that as well then? Let me see. So we've got the armor of Morkar, which requires Chaos Knights. Goramadni Mountains for the Chaos Sorcerer, which we're already heading over there. And then we need to move any character to Bersenling's camp. So maybe he can complete both in one go. That would be nice. Right, so Archaon, he can move on. I'm probably not going to move him as far as he can go, just so that he doesn't take attrition. And we'll, of course, move Sigvald as far as he can go. Alright, scaling Still doing a serious amount of damage to the vampires over here. Raising loads of settlements for us. Now at some point I was thinking I need to upgrade my army really. Beastmen have been destroyed. Yeah, we have Chaos Marauders. We could actually recruit Chosen with great weapons to replace Chaos Marauders with great weapons, which would be an absolutely huge upgrade. So if I select this guy, right, check this out, check this difference. We get an extra 105 armor on the Chosen, extra 8 leadership, extra melee defense, extra weapon strength. The speed and charge bonus mainly come, I think, from the fact these guys have high unit rank. But when we rank up the Chosen, you know, you can see that they have unit rank 3 on recruitment. You know, they're going to be almost as good. So their speed will be lower, but overall they'll be way better. And then like the Chosen here, without great weapons, like we can replace those Chaos Warriors with normal Chosen. And again, we get a nice 20% upgrade, or 20 armor upgrade. We get an extra 1,530 health overall. That's the other big difference. Check out the health difference. So a big health difference there. So it might be worth upgrading those at some point. Maybe just getting one Chosen unit to replace that unit. I'm not sure. Right, anyway, we'll keep force marching for now. Prince Sigvald is going to have to do the same as Archaon. Move as far as he can. But not so he is taking attrition. And Tamar, he's nearly there. Going to deploy. And we'll move on to the next turn. So the vampire's really putting the pain onto the vampire. Oh, the vampire's putting the pain onto the Empire, sorry. Kislev still holding up in Prague. Musalon roaming very far into our lands. They are demanding a gift, sure, why not? Got plenty of cash now. 86,000. We're losing 1,300 per turn. I think we can afford that. Just to keep them happy. Makes them more reliable when we request them to help us. Right, so Archaon can move on. Now he's going to start replenishing. Sigvald, not quite close enough just yet. Tamar, this turn, will move into the mountains. And we're going to end the turn. So the other guys I want to destroy are Hochland. I'll probably do so after killing Kislev. Now where is Musalon going up here?
I refuse.
They're attacking Saul. Hopefully they won't go round all the way and kill Grayling entirely. That would be annoying. Looks like Scaling might be coming back to try and deal with them. Not sure though. They won't be able to with that army anyway. Right, we're going to move Archaon on. This time I'm just going to move him 75% and encamp. Because I want to change around some of these units. So we might get rid of this Chaos Marauder unit. Let me see if it makes a difference. So these guys upgrading to, for example, Chosen with Great Weapons. Is there a difference between them upgrading to Chosen with Great Weapons and these guys upgrading to Chosen with Great Weapons? Like, does it show the effects of the unit ranking? Okay, yeah, it does. roughly. So they got an extra 3 leadership, 2 melee attack, and 2 melee defense because of their unit rank. Right, so I'm going to boot this guy, and we're going to change them for chosen with great weapons. We've already got 1 unit of chosen with great weapons, so that's good. And then I'm going to change these Chaos Marauders for a unit of possibly chosen. Actually, I'm not going to do that. Not yet. I'm not going to recruit them yet. And the reason I'm not going to do it yet is because, if we look, I'm not going to get the unit ranks. Because we're in friendly territory. I must remember that. Anyway, Sigvald can come into friendly territory, which is good. He can start replenishing his dudes, although I'm probably going to replace them. I think I might hand over these Chaos Warriors to Sigvald and then recruit Chosen in their place. We have a lot of buffs for Chosen, and we're going to get more in our technology. So we already have leadership for Chaos Warriors. We got the extra melee attack for Chosen and Chaos Warriors. We could also get Aspiration for Greatness. That would bring us up to unit rank 5 on recruitment. Wow, that would be a lot. And then we could get Slaves to Darkness. So that's going to give... Oh, that's unit experience for Chaos Warriors. Okay, so we'd want Slave for Darkness, which would mean we could recruit unit rank 5 Chosen, which is crazy. We'd want Inscribed Chaos Armor. And we definitely want Penance of Chaos, because we are for sure going to go for Chaos Knights in Archaon's army. Mainly because I think he benefits them directly. We actually haven't given him a hand weapon. He doesn't have one to take, that's why. Anyway, he's a confident attacker. He's got utter insanity. He's got +6 leadership from that. He's also keen. Wow. So Archaon has amazing traits right now. And what about Prince Sigvald? He's a siege expert as well. Nice. Really cool. So I might pass off the Chaos Warriors. We'll pass off the Hell Cannons as well, actually. And I'll recruit a new unit of Chosen for Archaon. And the extra Hell Cannons again. And then I might just have Chosen instead of Chaos Warriors.
Looks this way.
Right, so Tamar can move all the way up to Beersening's camp. And that has unlocked the quest. Okay, cool. So, as Archaon rides onward, many challenge him, but none can stand before his might. Sparing those who swear fealty, he slays the rest, claiming their warbands as his own by right of conquest. Now he receives word of another challenger, one who will not bend the knee. A mighty Chaos Sorcerer Lord defies him, daring to offer battle with a horde of warriors under his command. The Sorcerer wields the wild energies of entropy itself, reshaping reality to better serve his whims and those of his dark masters. A word and a gesture from him can strip the flesh from a man's bones, or cause regiments of soldiers to burst into flames. Archaon makes his final preparations to pit the martial might of his troops against the raw magical power of his adversary. So we will get the Slayer of Kings, which is the melee weapon for Archaon. It will give us extra melee attack, minus recruitment cost, extra chaos corruption, extra post-battle loot, and the ability that boosts his weapon damage, slash attack power, and armor piercing damage. Also gives him 1,500 experience. Let's zoom to battle location. Let me just click on this. Chaos with great weapons, reinforcements expected. Wow, that's a really cool army. Chaos Chariots, Chaos Knights, Chaos Spawn, and Hell Cannon. So I'm going to need to get a better army for Archaon before I take that on, especially if there's reinforcements expected. So I guess that's the kind of change we're going to be making anyway. He's got 2 Gorbeast chariots now and 2 Hell Cannons, and that's going to remain the same. We're going to keep the Chaos Spawn there as well. But I might change around a lot of these units. What will end up happening in the end is all of these Chaos Warhounds will be Chaos Knights, and these Marauded Horsemen as well. Just going to have loads of Chaos Knights, because Chaos Knights are awesome. But yeah. That's about it for this turn. So let's move on to the next one. So Musalon sacked a settlement of Sals. What's this? The eye closes. The eye of the gods is closed, or so your sorcerers tell you. Maybe it is for the best, a time to grow in power unfettered by the gods' demands. Or perhaps a more grandiose glorifying act is needed to open the eye once more. So we can either do nothing or pay 10,000 favour to get extra chaos corruption on all characters. Honestly, at the moment, I don't think it matters, because we're not really hanging around in enemy territory. But what I need to do is get Sigvald to talk to Archaon. Actually, before I do that, I need to get rid of some of these units. So we're going to disband a lot of these Chaos Marauders. So disband 4 of them. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we've disbanded 4, and then we. Ready. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, I might get rid of that one. Okay, so we disband those, and then we'll talk to Archaon again. We'll take the Chaos Warriors, the Hell Cannons, the Chaos Marauders, and that's how many? That's 7 units. Did I go 1 too far? Maybe we hand over these Chaos Warhounds as well then. Is that 10?
Not in mine.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, so Prince Sigvald took loads of shit from Archaon. We're going to move Archaon over to this land here. I'm not sure if it counts as enemy territory, but we're going to test it out. It does. Okay, so we can now recruit these guys with unit rank 3. So we're going to get chosen with great weapons. We can recruit 5 this turn, so we're going to get 3 units of chosen, which replaces these guys. And then what we're going to need to do is recruit these Hell Cannons. Just thinking what I should do. I was going to get an extra chosen with great weapons, wasn't I? Oh, that one's there. Okay, well, I think I'd prefer to have 4 units of standard chosen and 2 with great weapons. Do we need halberds to deal with large foes? Probably a good idea, actually. We'll add some chosen with halberds in there. And then we need the Hell Cannons. And don't know what else I'm gonna get in the meantime. I might just fill the ranks with Chaos Marauders until I can replace them with Chaos Knights. How's the population going here? We're on population surplus 2. Sigvald can't actually move this turn, but he does have a very strong army, so if Hochland does attack, we should be okay. It's if they attack Archaon is what I'm worried about, really. So this guy, he's given us his exemplar. He's currently drill master. He's giving us steadfast. The other thing I could do is inspirational. If we do that, and then re-recruit all these chaps. That's kind of annoying. Should have done that first. But it's going to save us some money. A lot of money, actually. Hopefully. Did that even make a difference? I'm not sure. There we go. Unfortunately, guys, that has been my time. So I went a bit over today. Really enjoyed this episode. I mean, it's showing us development. It's been a good one for advancing our quests. And now I'm also building up an entirely new army, really, with Archeon, with all these chosen units. Really, really strong units. So we can take full advantage of that in the future. So that's exciting. And then I'm going to replace all of these Chaos Marauders and Chaos Warhounds with Chaos Knights at some point. And that will just be so cool. And we'll have an army that is just crazy, crazy good. But that's all, like I said. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.